You're welcome back to the show. And in the break, we have some visitors in the studio. Our friends from Sahara Group. We have the pleasure of Bethel Obioma, the head of corporate communications, and he wants to share something that's going to be of benefit to our listeners. So, Bethel, the mic is yours.
Yeah, good morning, Lagos. Always great to be here on the zone. I feel like I'm part of the zone. So here I have my colleagues with me here, Folu and also Miriam, and it's mad with football. As football comes to a glorious end this season, Sahara Group has unveiled an initiative which we call Mad with Football. That's making a difference with football. And we're having a number of our colleagues drawn from our locations in Africa, Asia, Europe and the Middle East attend live matches at the Old Trafford and Emirates. And we're also extending that same courtesy by giving away home game t-shirts to listeners and the general public. But the message behind Mad
authentic jerseys.
Not
bend down,
not
to Jelegba.
authentic t-shirts. Yes, authentic t-shirts. Right. The message is football can drive inclusion, diversity, and we want to use that platform to push those core attributes that are there to us at Sahara Group.
All right, so how does this work? What's the MO? What's the operation for this?
So we have on our IG page, we'll have a pin post that would be captured.
IG being Instagram.
Yes. Mad with Football. And what you need to do as a listener or members of the public is to send in comments. How can football be used as a platform for driving and promoting inclusion and diversity? So after you've done that, tag 10 people to follow us and also like your comments with the hashtag #MadWithFootball. And you stand a chance of winning your authentic jersey. Beyond the jersey and all, the message here is how can we all leverage the beautiful round leather game to make diversity and inclusion work for the world. Yes.
But how does it benefit the listeners of Sports Zone particularly? That's the constituency that we represent.
Well, depending on how many likes you get and how interesting your comments is, you stand a chance of winning that authentic home jersey from Man U or Arsenal.
Okay, Man U. Oh, just those two. Okay, nobody wants a Chelsea jersey nowadays.
I find that very insulting, to be honest.
It was meant to be.
I find that very insulting. How can you not have a Chelsea jersey to give to our team listeners?
Who they wear Chelsea jersey now? Chelsea, they do not.
But seriously, so I don't get a Chelsea jersey.
No,
you don't even get the jersey of the Premier League champions, Manchester City.
Hey, fake people.
So this. When was the last time United won a trophy?
That's not but they won it the most times.
Come on.
They won a trophy this season.
And you pick the two teams that have never won a trophy in the last 10 years.
United won a trophy this season.
Come on.
This season.
Well, Charles, it's about...
let's talk about the winners here. It's about the winners.
It's about diversity and inclusion. And at this time, we have our colleagues actually attending live matches at the Old Trafford and Emirates. And that's
this weekend?
Why... Yes, so... Folu is leaving just tomorrow. Sorry, Miriam is leaving tomorrow.
Why are you giving these people a heartbreak? Because they're going to lose this weekend. I mean, why'd you...
Chance is beyond losing. It's about participation. It's about competition.
It's about match day experience.
I understand.
Miriam will be there live at Emirates.
But Miriam, I know that the company that you represent has a winning mentality. Why would you take them to a club side that erodes all of that?
Winning is always ongoing, Charles. And that's what we've been doing over the past 26 years. Winning on all fronts. And failure doesn't define you for just a season.
Exactly.
It just tells you that this is what you do.
I agree. Not one season. We're talking about seasons on end, which Man United represents. Yeah. But then again, it's an experience that everybody can savor, yeah? It's okay.
So a match, so what you're saying match...
Yes, Miriam here will see the Arsenal. Miriam, you want to talk about the Arsenal game on Sunday?
Are you an Arsenal fan for a start? You do know that Arsenal is a football team.
Yes, I know that Arsenal is a football team. I will be seeing the Arsenal and Brighton match on Sunday.
Wow, okay. Well, that's good.
Who are you going to be rooting for?
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Why do you want to do this to you?
Okay, but okay, today's Thursday.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, okay, fly out probably tomorrow. Okay, getting.
So we actually have 22 members of staff seeing those games. So we have Arsenal Brighton on Sunday, Man U Chelsea on 25th, which Folu Kuti will be seeing, and of course the final home game, Man U Fulham. So in all, we have 22 of our colleagues who will be seeing those matches. Beyond the club's matches, which we're going to see, for us is the message of diversity and inclusion, which we believe we're pushing as a brand.
Okay, so but since you're talking about diversity and inclusion, what's the group thinking about pushing this to the largest sporting community? Because Charles is right, in fairness, there's a huge Premier League, there's a fascination with the Premier League in Nigeria. And we're talking about clubs across, we can now have Newcastle fans, we have Aston Villa fans, City fans, Chelsea fans, whatnot. How do you intend to grow this pool and bring in like members of the public, the sporting fraternity?
So
beyond, especially beyond Manchester United and Arsenal.
Yeah, so I had mentioned that beyond us attending those matches, the comments that we get on the platform will actually form the basis.
I see, to drive, okay.
Yes, to drive what can be done ultimately. So we expect the conversation to continue, be it here in Nigeria, Eimba, shooting, and in Ghana where we have operations, in Dubai, in Geneva. So that's the plan, so that those comments actually start that conversation around the globe.
There's a message for you. This is Basi from Ikorodu, and Basi says, "Good morning, guys. Uncle Charles, calm down. They're trying to include the less privileged, so they don't feel excluded." And I agree. I agree.
Right, Chelsea, no doubt. We're talking literally. Right, Chelsea, no doubt. That Chelsea for different. Oh, dear. No, but so does that mean that okay, fine, this season, tail end of the season, but we're looking at, in the abroad, so to speak. But are you saying that this could start to operate locally as well? Which will shine a light on our league?
Yeah, because we actually have a program which we call Mad with Football. So Mad with Football will now permeate all the locations across the board. Yes, you'll find even members of staff going to see matches live, even in Eimba, Accra United,
Remo Stars.
Mm-hmm. The idea is just to push that message.
Push the sports.
You see, when you are right there in the stadium, race, gender, color, whatever is immaterial. Everyone is united in that single moment of cheering and being there for your team, and we want to leverage that to make the world a better place.
The fact he answered that question just helped also answer the question somebody had asked about local games, so it's good. But moving forward, since this plan has been on ground, maybe next season, will there be plans for maybe giving out merchandise from the Nigerian Premier Football League, like the jerseys you mentioned?
Most certainly, we plan to do that next season. So listeners can look out for that. We would have people attend those matches and also give out the home jerseys. Like you all know, jerseys have become a symbol. When you hold that jersey, it goes beyond what you're holding, the material. It's talking about the history behind the institution. It's talking about the very ethos that drive that institution. So we want to leverage those things to make everyone know that round leather game can actually become that thing that gravitates the whole world to unity, to diversity and inclusion. Sahara believes so firmly that we can achieve this using football.
There's something cool Shudama said when we had him on air earlier on, which really struck my attention. He said, the more money you spend on youth development, which is what he's doing, in almost as the less you spend on security. So it's absolutely brilliant, that your group is coming to this field, and let's hope that this is like a takeoff, a platform for us to be able to be mad at about football across board, both locally and abroad.
Okay, our time is actually up. We do have to go. It's 9 o'clock already. Yeah.
As sponsor, our producer, our director.
Well, before we leave, why have you chosen to tell this story through Sports Zone?
Well, we have a history with Sports Zone. We consider Sports Zone to be a foremost sports platform in Nigeria and even in Africa. I find that I say we because I believe I belong to this family. We get calls from people outside.
We didn't pay you for this, by the way. Just for the listeners.
Essentially, I've been on the show a couple of times. I can feel the banter. I can feel the very inclusion and diversity you guys need to have. I hope that will come through. For a couple of times, we have a smattering of appearances of some ladies. Yeah, but Sports Zone for us is that platform that can help send that message far and wide. And I believe right now people can hear loud and clear. We can actually be mad with football, make a difference with football.
I like that. Mad with football. Charles, you haven't introduced Cowdale. I don't want anybody grab me. I beg, please introduce him.
Our salary.
Before they dock our salary, I beg, introduce Cowdale.
All right, we do have to go. Thank you for coming through. Is it Miriam or Miriam? Okay. Any words that you want to share with our listeners?
I just hope that this initiative that Sahara is starting, you guys will engage on our social media and feel the buzz, participate, and somebody might just win the jerseys, and maybe next year you might go with us to Old Trafford or Emirates.
Now you're talking.
No promises. Looking at Bethel.
I was kind of hoping that you would make a prediction for this game on Sunday.
We never know.
Okay, the Arsenal Brighton. Let's press it for Arsenal Brighton. Who's going to win?
Arsenal.
Yeah, you got it right. Arsenal, Brighton chopped 5-1 the other day now, so they will chop it out.
That's what makes it more difficult for Arsenal.
No, they will chop
because
it.
Brighton lost.
It's they will chop difficult.
There's an Arsenal fan in there. Is it Matt?
Hey.
I was listening to all the great tree.
I beg, talk inside back. I beg.
Who do you think will? And this is you trying not to be biased. Yes.
Follow.
Which I know will be difficult. But the FA Cup final, who do you think is most likely to win?
Well, I think definitely United is going to give it a fight.
Oh, I said don't be biased. You know the hear word. I said don't be biased.
You can't predict City either. This is a cup final. Forget league form and all of that.
Exactly.
This is a cup final.
It's a derby and a cup final.
Okay. Make your prediction based on form.
3-1 United.
Huh?
Okay. Correct. Are you going to Old Trafford?
Yes, sir.
No wonder. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the atmosphere.
And as Bethel said, please log on to our Instagram. Check it out and participate. This is a really good initiative we're trying to push. And football is big, as you said, in Nigeria. So a lot of people would be able to relate to this and at least just get into the hype of football locally, especially get into that hype. And I think there's a lot to grow from that. So we look forward to it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. Very, very much. Bethel, Folu, Mariam, thank you very much.
Thank you, Lagos. Thank you, Sports.
Dami, thank you very much. And on that very Cowdy, so do you have any last question to us? No questions. But if it's sports minister,
you just realized that when I came in, that was when the offer that we might go next year came up. Until I came in, there was no need to give that offer. I just wanted to bring that up.
Okay, no, well, you always have to have the last word. All right, guys, so we're out of here. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. I wish you safe journey and all that.
Yes, sir.
I bet come back and gist us about the experience. So,
United winner.
Yeah, amen to that. Wolves, have you been to a football match before?
No,
First time. No, she's going for the Arsenal.
I'm going for Arsenal. Brighton.
Okay, so this is your first live football match.
Yes.
Come back and gist us. It's a wonderful. I've been to the Emirates before. It's a lovely place. Yes, I dropped it. Yes, I've been to Old Trafford, I've been to Emirates. Waiting. I've been to Goodison Park. I try. I don't work out. Yes. All right, guys.
Thank you, Lagos.
All right. Thank you. And on that note, signing out.